I guess so. Which way should I go? Screen's okay. Equipment's still okay. Make sure it's fine. Yep. Oh yes. There you go. You see this here? This is a quickening. Any of you that played will know what the quickening is. Well, basically, it's a powerful. It's in a way, it's pretty cool. It's like an overdrive style system, but instead of getting attacks to use it, you have to have your an MP bar filled, pretty much. But it works the same way. Each character has unique quickening attacks and stuff. That's what makes this pretty awesome. Like I say, I like this game. Just story's not that good compared to the others, but that's just my opinion, of course. Some other people may have liked this more than other Final Fantasy games, which I mean, I guess it's hard in a sense. You got to imagine that after making games like I said in the previous a few minutes ago, Squaresoft made all those epic games, and then they finally join up with another company and make Square Enix. So think about it. Well, they've had all the people they had originally, and also think about it. After making so many great games, they might have been starting to run out of good characters developments. You know what I'm trying to think? Thinking, I mean, look at and then I'm thinking, what we're going to do for a story now? I mean, we can't repeat anything we've done in the previous Final Fantasy games. That's what you got to think about as well. I mean, so I think they just went, you know what, we're trying to take a political style of game plot. You know what I'm trying to say? And I mean, it could have turned out worse. You've always got to take that into consideration. I mean, and for me it's not got replayability just because it's a pain in the ass to play after a while. Once you at certain bits in the game, but that's just difficulty and stuff. I'm not care as long as it's completable for me. Then I won't bitch or complain. It just means more grinding and more, and it's doable. It's when the plot's not as rewarding. I mean, Final Fantasy X, I've replayed that game so many times, it's insane. Same with Mass Effect and stuff like that, because the story's that good.
Proclamation. Are you suggesting they fooled even the Marquis?
What if a judge killed the king, not the captain? That would explain everything, wouldn't it?
In that case, the captain would be brother to a judge. How are we to
It's
trust
bad whatever
such a
you
man?
say about it. Their point of view is pretty correct, no matter how you look at it. Bosch is still in a lot of shit.
There's the Bosch that I remember.
Awesome sword guy! I mean,
Word
yeah.
alone convinces me of nothing.
I'd take his word over that
Wait
of
a minute.
Marquis.
Then you name Rex liar with him.
My brother was no liar.
Just the opposite. Rex was the witness they needed. They had to make it appear as if I killed the king. Rex bears no blame.
Correct. He was framed.
So this is Rex's brother. Your words may convince a child such as this, but they weigh far too lightly on the scales for my taste. Our paths will remain separate.
Do not think a
Awesome sword guy does not have his awesome sword. Where is his awesome sword?
I hold men's lives in my hands. I must see foes in every shadow. The night we moved against Vaan, he knew. I will not chance such disadvantage.
That's because
again.
Vane's a pretty
I must
good
treat you
tactician.
as I would Andor, as I would treat any better of the Empire.
Then what will you do?
I mean, he is the son of a
Hold me here in
king who
chains.
rules a military empire. It's not actually surprising he would predict an ambush on his first day in the that castle.
Some things never
Seriously.
change, do they?
Listen to me, Bosch. Your cage may have no bars, but it is a cage. The eyes of the Resistance watch unblinking.
Let them watch. I know something of cages.
Tell him, Bashk! I'll admit this. Some of the characters in this game saved it for me, pretty much. Bashk is one of them. If anything, I wished he was the main character. It would have made it so better for me.
That's right. Amalia's in the Resistance.
Then you know her.
Sorta. We met just before we got sent to Nalbina. I've known nicer people.
Our paths keep crossing, yours and mine.
Ain't that the truth?
It's annoying.
I'm sorry. Allow me one last annoyance, a favor to ask. I want you to take me to Balthier. Even caged birds need wings.
This makes us even.
Even?
For Nalbina. We couldn't have done it without you.
Now I've got Bashk with me, I'm going to have to look for that hunt, the ghost hunt. Now what do I talk about? I mean, after that stupidly long rant, what am I going to talk about now? Thinky. Where the hell is it? Fuck it, oh god, I hate this, because I'll be looking back and I'll be like, dude, you've walked past it like several times or something. And it, screw that, Finally, I found it! Yes! Oh yeah, might as well talk about that. Oh yeah, there we go. Finally, this is something I can talk about. But the cool thing about this is when you've got new party members, like certain games, they've not already upgraded, so you can upgrade them the way you want to, not like, I mean, Dragon Age 1, played that, pretty good game, but new party members will already be leveled up and have all their stats set depending on what level you are when you find them. That was a bit of a pain in the ass when they had their settings the way you didn't want them to, and skills not unlocked you wanted them to. Well, I guess they made up for it when you got cooler equipment. Anyway, axes and swords on the bottom here, that's all I do with Bashk, and that's all I recommend doing with Bashk. See? Quickening, first quickening. More axes. Also, there's a special sword that is perfect for Bashk, and the name suits it as well. You'll understand the further into the story it gets, the more you understand why the sword is just perfect for him, and I have to equip it to him if I get it again. I can't even remember how I got my hands on it the first time, but oh, see? And save the queen, that's the name of the sword. I must get it.